Jumps! Very odd round there. Not much action at all, so it ends as time expires. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Throws them to negate the block. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 can't use any drop blocking. That drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 will have to deal with this. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Still hits him with a stopping bomb. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Sandblast. Crowns him from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Both fighters planning this can lead to some big damage. Player 2 is gonna flex them. The big gamble turns out. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ends with a sandblast. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Fakes out the low kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Wall splat into the guard break. Connects with the throw. What's next? Drive impact misses. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Medium kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Plenty of help. Clutch anti-air. What are they gonna do? They've been keeping a full drive. Grab them! I can't believe he uses their drive game. Ooh, put a little extra. They are done. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Scuff them. Whips with that huge attack. Scrapping it out. Up. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Burnout activates. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Boom experience in there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Goes for the jump in to start. They trade. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The jump in is denied. Pops for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Looking for a chance. Throws a fireball. What'll happen here? Oh, the throw connects. Player 1 needs to use solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Anti-air in the clutch. They got us up. Closes it out. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Where you going?
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The low kick is blocked. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? early round decisions are so important to set the tone. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Can this drive bring it back? This is gonna be bad news. Fires a blast. Zones with the fireball. Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. They gotta dig down deep here. What are they gonna do? How did they anticipate that jump in? Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Impacts are no-go. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Whoa, hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big, low, reaching heavy. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump-in is denied. Throws low. Checks with a medium hit. They trade hits. Brushes that off and keeps going. Closes the gap. Blossom. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The crowns them from above. Player 2 closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Gets the counter hit. Blocks that off. Reads the jump in perfectly. All in with a rock. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Anti-air in their clutch. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. Player 1 has a full drive. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Medium kick. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Fire it up! Jumps? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Had the radar up and running. Parries the attack and parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Strings it all together. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks here?
Where you going?
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Rising uppercut. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who low heavy. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Life lead is there. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jumps in. Hits up the counter. This is a knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Perfect execution with the anti-air. pumps the brakes on the impact. Pressing for a forward rush. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. All in with the rush. This is a bad situation to be in. Noticeable life lead is a nothing. Critical art now. Gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2, straight up out.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on. Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, what's coming up next? Shows a medium kick? That's some big juicy damage on that count. The kick hits! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps up. Checks him with the projectile. Connects with medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Rising uppercut. Hits him with a stop and block. Player 2 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Is this gonna kill? The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus a fireball at that range. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps? Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Jumps in, gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishing. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Player 2 will look to apply. Hits him with a stop and block. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. There's a burnout. Both sides getting ready. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Knocked him out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Oh, what's this? Hit that with confidence. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Bet that hurt.
Player 2 burns out. Drops that off. counter hit and the win! Player one made some smart moves there! Great game!
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in, finds the mark.
Fighting uppercut! Let's get this!
You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Drive rush. Gets in their face. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player from in there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Goes low. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something, experiencing burnout. Looks like they want to put a nuke. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. All right. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground games here. Grabs them, knockdown. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shows the medium kick. Sandblast. Blocks the low heavy. Throws him, hits him with a stopping bomb. Blasts him. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Near and experiencing burnout. Going in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, yo, Rock! Both fighters planning something? They are absolute anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 can't use any. There's a burnout. They're taking a step back. What were they thinking? Nice fireball. Jump. Closing moments of the match. One hit drive rush. Player 1 betting it all on the drive rush. What's next? Just what they were after. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Picks the drive reversal. Spends some drive gauge on the reversal. Got their eye on the air. Oh, easy tech. Reads the throw and shuts it down. The jump in catches them. We reach the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters planning something? That drive impact doesn't get picks up the win with a projectile. Good read. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Whiffs the throw. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Jump? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Checks with a medium kick. Jumps up, cross-up attack. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Not much life. Anti-air in the front. Flatline zone. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out?
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. Will this super art connect? Vulcan blast! They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Checks with a medium kick. Sandblast! Player 2 will look to apply pressure, experiencing burnout. Quick breather. Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round 2.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Avoids getting cornered. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Jumps? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in. Blocks it. Sandblast. Whips with that huge attack. Jump reads the jump in perfectly. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Going in? KO. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Life lead opens up. Shoots off a fireball up. Burnout activates. Had the radar up and running. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits with the overhead. Hits them with a stopping bar. All right, what's coming up next? Still scrapping for control of the space. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Burnout activates. Sandblast. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Notice a drive rush. They gotta go. Player 1 taps them on the throw. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Jumps in. This can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 is working with base out the low kick. Player 1 with the lead. Will they read the jump in perfectly? The low. Both sides getting, ooh, what a smart throw. Where you go? Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 1, the low swung, wrecks them. Hits the drive. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Does she right? Noticeable life lead is a comeback snow. Sets up with the jump in. Quick drive and back misses. Drops him hard. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. What are they gonna do? This is it! Risky medium kick! Player 2 clinches the win! But
comes a new challenger.
how's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's going to break the silence first? Both sides looking for an opening. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. How will both competitors use this remaining time? The timer is down to half. The move whips, and they get nailed with a punish move. A drive impact. Player 1 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both are just hanging on by a thread, but their drop X KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage? Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Jumps up, throws them. What's next? That throw will do some good damage. Medium kick hits. Shows the medium kick. Not much life, charges forward. Full SA meters on deck for both. Drops them. That's a counter. Back dashes for space. What are they gonna do? Okay, nobody blink. Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That drive impact doesn't get through. They hit each other. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Big vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Knock the kick hits. Player 1 brings it home.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Saw that low heavy coming. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They get driven into the wall, breaking their KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Vertical rolling attack! Get out of here! Barely blocks the jump-in. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 needs to use the vertical. Hits him with a stop and pop. Gets a risky button. Knockdown and that's a counter. Ugh, this is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Connects with medium. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the surprise rush-in. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Below heavy hits. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Charges forward. Anthony! What's their game plan here at this critical stage? What'll happen here? Gets the jump in. Picks up the count, hits them with a stop and pop. Max SA gauges. Going on the offensive? Jumps up. In with the cross. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Side switch in the corner. They are not getting close to each other. Unleashing the beast and ready to play mix-up. Throws them away. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes for the jump-in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Side hustle? Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Anti-air drops. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Jump. Will the super art do anything? The super doesn't hit. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Put one in the pocket. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. They were expecting that drive impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Medium kick hits. Charges forward. Won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 seconds. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump up tap to close it. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Good job blocking the jump roll. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Managing that drive gauge is going to get tricky. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets the jump in. Jumps in. Charges forward. Spiral arrow. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the gauge for a super art. Turns the bar to unleash the score. Sakai Fuhasan. Can they create enough experiencing burnout? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Will this super art do anything? They got a big back. Combo finishes it. Player 1 is a force to be...
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. That was a solid anti-air. solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 1, with a sliver of drive gauge left, they may be in for a tough time. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Down to the wire. Combo with the target combo. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. The jump in catches them. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. A quick breather. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Nails the anti-air. Will that drive impact get punished? Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Gets a risky puff in. Both fights just goes for it at this range. Player 1 needs to wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Option creates space to start. It's the last round. It's now or never. Saihasho! A jump in? There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. In with the cross. What now? Player blocks the low kick. Punish counter on reaction. Puts a bit of stank on that. Crowns them from above. Amazing. Can they use their drive to stay the turns out? Noticeable life lead. Oh, yo! Super hit. Looks to take the win here. Take a seat. They gotta find something to work with here. Sticks out a kick. Player 1, and they are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocks the impact. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. They hit each other. Very solid corner switch. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Gets the knockdown, and now that's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Burnout on. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps up. Gets the jump in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Brushes that off and keeps going. This may be it. Gets out of the corner. Dashes up. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Medium kick hits. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps in. This is gonna hurt. Oh, combo. Let's go. Let's try to act quickly, but with the attack. Knew the throw was coming. Plenty of perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Drops him hard. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, stunning. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Breaks those shins. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive attack. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Going in, player 1 has depleted their drive in, but they are still within range to win this round. Good job escaping that KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps up. Jumps. Scrapping it out up close. Smart play with a throw. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Can they keep on him? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? This can lead to some big damage. All the throw connects. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a perfect execution with the anti-air. The low. Risky up-close scrap still going. Jumps. So fast on the air throw. Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. There's a burnout. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very prepared burns out. Oh, will this super art do anything? Keeps him out. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? Up for the arrow. Next the counter. Amazing. Player 2, will it be the damage or the setup? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Throws air to air to deny them a chance. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. Big, low, reaching heavy. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Get in there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Got their eye on the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Side hustle to start something? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Pokes with a medium kick. There's a change of size. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player 1 has it's a good spot to use the super. Gets a risky puck in. Clutch anti-air. Are we gonna throw them? Going in? A super art? There's a burnout. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The air throw is smart, but out of reach. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Low heavy hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. The jump in catches them. sticks the combo. Saihasho takes a trip. They need to rely on their instincts here. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. What'll happen here? KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sneaks in above. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Overdrive cannon spike. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their driving. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jump in. Gets a risk experiencing burnout. And gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishes.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart driving. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Revolt? Player 2 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Saihasho brushes that off and keeps going. Gets a risky butt in. Going in. Sneaks in above. Oh, this is a complete shot in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Puts one in the pocket. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting well aware of their life and meters. Really good decision making.
Round 2.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Impact's a no-go. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The overhead's good. Knockdown and player down to the wire. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive beam. This is a very precarious situation. Torbalan, max SA gauges. Gets him with a Euro shot. Reglider. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Drops him hard. Up tap to close it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes for perfect execution with the anti-air. Gets a risky buff in. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Nails the three balls. The overhead denied. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that crowns from above. They were sitting on their meter for this super art.
That felt good, didn't it?
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 is a fourth.
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From up above, who's going to start things off? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Departure. This may be it. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Were they baiting them into that? Turns out, feng shui engine activation. They want to end this quick. Knockdown and tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Keeping them away. Sticks the jump in. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Stands firm and blocks the driving. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their driving. Pressuring them in the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end this KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Takes them and goes in for the hug. Rapes them. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. 3-volt? What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Hold your breath. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. That drive impact doesn't get through. Forcefully closes the gap. Decides to meet them in the air. Nails the anti-air.
So it goes.
Life lead opens up. Reglide! Throwing some shade. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Both fighters fires off the turnover. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 drop tap to close it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That's a counter. He's there. Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Throwing some shade. Gutsy play with the grab. Going in. Looking for a chance. Hits them with a stopping bop. They were expecting that drive impact. Gets a risky buck in. Knocked them out of the air. Are we gonna see it experiencing burnout? Both fighters were pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Closes it out! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
An honor to be shown. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jumping. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player one has the life lead. All right. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Caught their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Life lead opens up. Player one is maintaining the corner position for KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Very slick with the combo. Oh, stops the fight over. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Player two is barely. This is gonna be bad news. Both fighters planning something. 3-volt. Overhead. Both sides getting using the teleport. Critical art is on deck. Here comes the flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Here. Nose up. Go.
Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Strikes back with the drive impact. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. They block the overhead, and that attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player one, burnout activate. Goes from KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening, they break things off to take a quick breather. Shows the medium kick? Anything could happen here. Medium kick hits. Big throw. That throw will do some good damage. Connects with medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Both fighters have a full super meter. Crowns them from above. But can this drive bring them back? Dribble. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, coming for you. Big drive gauge looks to take the win here. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, knocked them out of the air. There's a drive impact. Doesn't miss a pin match with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. What a parry! Solid anti-air. Punish counter sets the table. Player one, super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Both sides get insistently for some big get closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on